Hey guys, Wayne here. Wayne's Country Living Live. Uh, this is my second attempt at a podcast, and I forgot to mute. I always forget to mute that thing. Okay, so just like the other chat, I don't really have much of a plan. I'm trying to figure out different ways to do this, make sure the camera placement is right, because I'm doing this on a laptop, so there may be some jumping around and buffering. I'm not sure. And of course, I'm using Google. I don't have any kind of software or anything to um, live stream. But this is just something that I have always been interested in, so I really want to try it. And so that's what we're doing. Let me get the chat pulled up here and see if we got anybody talking. Now we got a few people in there. Kara Joyce, Arnie Hancock. Hey, how's it going? Curious Yellow Solar, good to have you. So I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this tonight. I am really, I'm trying to figure out different ways to build my channel. And as you guys may have noticed, I have changed my channel name from Wayne's Homestead to Wayne's Country Living. And the main reason is, like I said in the video, was because I didn't want to limit myself, and I wanted to be able to be real. Hey Simply Circus, Okie Dokie Acres, Chicken Coop, Candy Hill. So I didn't want to limit myself, and I wanted to be real. And country living describes my channel more than a homestead. Now, don't get me wrong. There's still going to be homestead videos. It's kind of hard to avoid when you're doing a country living video, but there's also going to be a lot of fishing videos because we still got a lot of fishing left in the season. And then it's going to be getting cold soon, so we're going to be doing trapping videos. I trap squirrel with the 110 conibears because the traps are always hunting. And then of course we've got deer season and turkey season. So hopefully I get to do a lot of hunting this year, and hopefully I get a lot of meat to put into the freezer. My biggest thing is my rabbits are going to be coming soon. That's going to be a huge blessing because that's going to put a lot of white meat in the freezer. And, after, of course, they grow up. Hey, Survival Preacher, Teresa Dean, Kitty's Homestead. So, yeah, I've got a lot of stuff that I want to do, but basically, I just want to be able to operate my channel without the restriction of having it strictly homestead, because I want to just be able to, I don't know, I don't want to do videos, I don't want to have the name Wayne's Homestead and then do videos that doesn't have anything to do with homesteading, and then new people come up and they feel kind of, duped that I'm talking about homesteading, but then I'm maybe messing around with something propane or something like that. So basically what I'm going to be doing is just showing you how I do things from day to day and what I'm doing from day to day. And I never have planned my videos. Like I don't put a schedule up. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you get a video, and then I do a video whenever I feel like doing one, whenever the moment hits me. I don't typically plan that far ahead. I do have some plans that I'm going to go over with you here in a few minutes, but I don't really, I don't feel scheduling it and planning what my videos are going to be is real, because it's just a day-to-day process with me. One day I might be out fishing on the lake shore, and then the next day I might be fixing a propane tank, And so you never know what I'm going to decide to show from day to day. So yeah, so that's basically it. Um, Now let's see what we got. If we got any questions. Let's see. Hey Wayne, enjoy the channel. Jack Mill, thank you. Appreciate that. Homesteading can mean so many things. That's true, and it means different things to different people. And what one person considers a homestead, another person considers just a country life. And I think that's where I was, because um, I just like living. And I don't even know if you want to call it country living, but that's basically what it is. It's just living a more simple life. Just living a simple life. And you know, it ain't nothing fancy. It ain't nothing to write home about, but it's the way me and a lot of other people live, and especially in this area. So, yeah, you're right. Homesteading can mean so many things. Love the fishing videos. Good, because I love fishing, and it has been great this year to get out and be able to fish. I am here, or I am a wannabe farmer when I grow up, but fishing always. Let's see. I am a wannabe farmer when I grow up, but fishing always. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever wanted to be a farmer. Um, well, I take that back. I kind of wanted to be a cattle farmer, because there's good money in it, and there's also a lot of reward, a lot of hard work, and a lot of reward in it. But that's going to be a long time from now if I ever get to do that. I think I'm just going to be your handy dandy propane salesman, neighborhood propane salesman. Hey, Jane All. Well, we have been graced with the presence of Jane All, the Homestead King. Homestead is basically a lifestyle with self-sufficiency. I agree with that, but I also will go a little bit farther and say that homesteading and living a country life is to get more self-reliant, but I don't believe that a person can be 100% self-reliant. If you look back in the older days, let's just take, for instance, the Little House on the Prairie. They worked off their land, they lived off their land as much as possible, but they always put on their Sunday best, and they went into town and they went to the general store, because the general store was where you could buy things that you could not live off the land. So they even back then had to go and visit the store. And for me, less trips to the grocery store is what's better. Now I go to the grocery store. You can probably see I've got store-bought hamburger buns. I've got store-bought bread. We go to the grocery store. But how much can we produce here on our own land that we don't have to buy at the grocery store? How much fish can I catch on a Saturday and bring home and eat and not come out of my grocery budget? That's the kind of stuff that, to me, living a country life and homesteading is all about. You get as self-reliant as possible, and the people you do depend on is like your neighbors, your friends, your family, and you help each other out in that aspect. So I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but that's basically where I lean. Mother of many horses, hello. Uncle Buck in the house. I will never be a prepper. Not that there's anything wrong with that. There's not, but I do find that is way too expensive of an endeavor for me to take on. But to grow food, veggies, yes. Yeah, I love, there's really not much to growing. I actually have one of my tomatoes up. Me and my daughter pulled out of the garden today. It's almost too pretty to cut, but trust me, I'm going to. But I just kind of get taken back, because when they first were planted, they were just plants, just green, ugly looking plants. And then they grow up and produce fruit, and you take that fruit, and this fruit can be made into so many different things. Cutting it up and put it on a fried bologna sandwich is one thing, but turning it into salsa, turning it into ketchup, turning it into tomato juice, tomato paste, stuff like that. I mean, it's so versatile, And how many people out there actually will take the time and take the energy and grow tomatoes to produce their own food? How many people will grow them so they don't have to go to the grocery store to buy their own tomatoes, or to can these and get them through the winter? That to me is, and it's hard work. Don't get me wrong, it's hard work. It can be, it can be frustrating and everything like that, but to me, it's worth it. And I'm starting to really get into it a lot more. And so this is, to me, the lifestyle is totally worth it. As of yet, I have no survival stuff on my channel, but it's coming. That's cool, Survival Preacher. I've got a couple, I think, well, maybe one survival. I made some char cloth when I first started my channel. It was okay. It worked. I actually ended up giving it away in a giveaway that I had. Really, dryer lint is just as easy to get, or easier to get, and does even better job. But let's see. Do you need a fishing license in your area? Yes, we do. In Ohio, it is $19 from February to February, and as long as you're catching fish, it's worth it. $19 for a year, it's not bad. But yes, if you're going to fish public land, where we fish most of the time, you do need a fishing license. Fried squash in the house. Hey, Big Bear. Let's see. Okay, so looks like everybody's chatting together. That's cool. So some future plans, now that Big Bear's on here, I can tell him, and he's going to yell at me, so everybody be prepared that Big Bear is going to yell at me. I really, really want honeybees. I really want to do it. And yes, I am severely allergic to bees, or at least I was. I have not been tested for quite a few years. And I did take allergy shots when I was younger. So I don't know if I'm still allergic to them. If I am, I don't know if I'm as allergic to them. So I really want to get honeybees, and I really would love to start that. Now, there is some areas around here that have people that produce their own honey, and I could probably barter with them. And I know Big Bear said that now Big Bear said I could barter with him, but I want to be able to do it. I don't like being told that I can't do something, even from my own body, even from my own immune system, or whatever it is that causes the allergic reaction. I don't like being told that I can't do something, and I will find a way around doing it. And I've got a lot of good land here, and I've got a lot of good plants and flowers that can be pollinated. I mean, I think where I'm at is a perfect area. Actually, right across the road here in the hayfield would be a good place for them. I really want to do it. So I have to either, I'm like Big Bear just said, or not Big Bear, Mother of Many Horses just said, I'm going to have to get tested again. And even if I am allergic, I'm going to figure it out. I will get an ironclad bee suit. I'll get like a Kevlar bulletproof vest made bee suit, and I'll come through there, looking like a knight in shining armor kind of deal. But I don't know. It's not going to be this year. It's going, because it is expensive, to get the hives and get everything set up. It is expensive, but I really want to do it. I just really want to do it. So that's future plans. But in the meantime, something that I can do is fishing. So I plan on fishing this Saturday, and I plan on taking the camera with me. Now, if it's raining, I won't be recording because my camera's bad enough as it is without getting it wet. There's several places we can fish around here, but where I've been mainly fishing, a lot of my fishing has been in an old strip mine, an old coal mine. They used to strip it for coal, and this has been many, many, many years since before I was born that this has been around. Here lately, the fishing has been not very good. We've been in the dog days of summer. But I have, I'll be right back. Oh, sorry. I have a almanac calendar that we are kind of testing right now. According to for today, the fishing is supposed to be so-so. I don't know if you guys can see this. The fishing is supposed to be maybe you will, maybe you won't. And it's not supposed to be good at all Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And Monday's supposed to be somewhat. I don't know how much faith I put in the almanac. And I was going to ask you guys what you thought about the almanac. It's, you know, there's some of the old timers that absolutely swear by it. If it says to plant a potato on March 12th, they're going to plant that potato on March 12th. Now, I've always gone with what my family has recommended. You know, Grandma, what she recommended. Get your plants in by Mother's Day, basically. And so I don't know. What do you guys think about the almanac? Is that something that you guys follow for planting or fishing? So far, I don't think that it has been right on fishing. But, you know, it's something that we're going to try because I'm going to go Saturday, and it says here that the fishing is supposed to be horrible on Saturday. So I don't know. We'll see. Oh, and I'm also going to, I don't know when, I'm eventually going to get me a few turtle jugs set up, and try to catch me a turtle, a snapping turtle. So, yeah, and I'm planning on making a video for that as well. So let's see if we got any things here in the chat. It's hard for me to talk and read at the same time, so. Mother of many horses, I bought a fishing pole last year and I haven't opened it yet. That is sinful. That's like wasting food in my body. I'm just kidding. No, yeah, I mean, if I had a fishing pole that was unopened, trust me, I would be using it. Not a huge fan, not a faithful follower, but it does have some good advice. "50 ducks in a hot tub is having a horrible problem with snappers." Tell him to catch him. Jane will take him. Pay attention to the moon cycles. You know, I have dabbled in it just a little bit. Now I'm not going to say that I fully understand it completely, but I've dabbled in it a little bit, and I've tried to. I have tried to make some sense out of it, but I don't know. I don't know how they know it. I know they go with history and these formulas and all that, but how do they know about the fish? I'm hoping that, I mean, if they are right and I know when I can catch fish, that's great. But no time for fishing right now. Oh, that sucks. Sorry. Yeah, when it gets closer to wintertime, I'm going to be really, really busy. Okay, so what else do I have on my list? Oh, cooking videos. People have asked me why I don't put recipes under my cooking videos, and the main reason is because I don't use the recipes. I kind of just throw stuff together, and I don't really. I mean, I'm just kind of winging it. So yeah, it's I don't know. I'm kind of just a hill jack, and I put on it what's nice. And you might hear me say, I don't really know what the time is or how long you have to cook it. I kind of just cook it till it looks good. I don't know. So yeah, that's why you don't have any recipes. That's one of the reasons that I'm doing the recipe giveaway, or not the giveaway, the recipe thing where you send me a recipe and I'm going to put it into like a little book. That way I actually have hard copy recipes, and then I'll be able to use that book as a giveaway, and maybe kind of conform it down into an ebook. That way it can be available for everybody. And I do have some recipes, don't get me wrong, but when I do have a recipe, an actual formula recipe that you follow, um, I'll put it down in the link, down in the description when I do a cooking video. But I kind of just, do the hill jack thing and kind of throw everything together. And I don't know, but when you're cooking fish, there's really not much of a recipe. You just kind of do it. Deep frying it, to me, you just throw it in the oil and wait till it's done. Let's see. Turtle tacos rock. Yeah, I'd love to have some turtle tacos. I'd love to have turtle. I've been watching. I watched Jane All clean his turtle. I watched another dude clean his turtle on YouTube, and then I watched this one crazy guy. And if I remembered his name, I would tell you. This guy was just totally insane. But the way he cleaned his turtle looked great, and after it was done, it looked delicious. And I would absolutely love to have some. And that's why I'm going to try and get some turtle eventually. We deep or skillet fry everything. Yes, I love fried food. Obviously, I mean, you couldn't tell it by looking at me, but I am a quite heavy man, and I love fried food. And it's one of my vices. However, everything tastes better fried. I don't care what you fry, everything tastes better fried. I deep fried dandelions from outside. Fantastic. Okay, fantastic. I mean, it's like you could. I mean, people deep frying Oreos and candy bars and everything like that. Excellent. Everything tastes better fried. See, I would love to see Jane on the Homestead Network also. How about a show of hands for him? So he's getting bombarded. Fried Oreos are good. You know what? I'm going to have to make a confession. Never had it. I am going to do it. I was actually going to make a video about it. My first time trying a fried Oreo. So you guys are going to be looking forward to that. I thought we had it figured out in the frying world, but my gosh, they have fried ice cream. I've had fried ice cream. It's been many, many years ago. I worked for a local security company, and we went out to eat at a Mexican restaurant, and they had fried ice cream, and I thought, I'm gonna have to try this. And of course, it was good. Of course, you're deep frying ice cream. I mean, you are frying fat, basically, right? Because cream is cow fat or milk fat, and you're basically frying fat. How could that not be good? I mean, right? You're deep frying ice cream. How could that not be good? And it was. It was excellent. So, yeah, I take very little sips. I don't guzzle it down and then hold it like a camel. So that was Big Bear. I watched his live stream the other night, and he was drinking tea for hours and never got up to go pee. And I said, "What are you, a camel?" because I think I went like um, probably 6 or 7 times watching that stinking live stream. But I've been drinking a lot of water here lately. I haven't been drinking any pop. I drank some green tea, citrus, Lipton stuff, which is okay on ice. So I've been drinking a lot of water, and it has been just cleaning my system out. So I've been using the bathroom a lot. Arnie Hancock, eat too much turtle and you start moving slow. Yeah, well, since I gained all my weight, I don't move very fast anyway. Scratch Made Homestead, hey, how are you? I will let you all know when I do one. Oh, Jane must be talking to somebody else. Wayne, will you be doing more bluegill videos? If I catch the bluegill, I will. Absolutely. I want to do different. As much as I love deep frying, I'm going to have to expand, and I want to do a few different things. Um, I have been watching some YouTube videos. I've also been watching or getting on some of the cooking websites and looking and seeing different ways to prepare them. Of course, you guys saw me fillet them, and I cooked the fillets out and made fish sandwiches and stuff like that. And then you also seen me eat them with the bones in, and so I want to do something different. And so the answer is yes. If I catch bluegill, you'll get bluegill videos. If I catch bass, you'll get bass videos. If I catch catfish, you'll get catfish videos. So whatever I catch, that's what you'll get. Panko breaded baked bluegill, maybe. If I can do it, I will. I did not know you could eat bluegills. Just thought they were no more than bait stealers. Well, they can be, yeah. But the thing about it is, they only steal your bait if you let them. So the thing is to get a small hook and catch them, and put back the little ones and keep the big ones. Bluegill's good eating. You ought to try it because it's really good eating. There's some people that prefer bluegill over bass. They'll eat bluegill over bass because they think bass tastes too fishy. To me, bluegill, bass, catfish. If I hook it, I'm going to eat it. Um, so yeah, I mean bluegill's real good eating. Bluegill tacos. Oh yeah, bluegill tacos. I don't eat fish, but have cooked it many times. Even cooked carp. Never thought about that. I guess that would work. I keep the little ones to use as bait. I did that too. I've also got some fish heads in the freezer, bluegill fish heads that I'm going to use as turtle bait. Not a fan of bones, so eat more catfish. Yeah, I mean with bluegill, you can get into some bones, some little bones, even with bass. But learn to eat around it or fillet it. Catfish is good too because you don't have to worry so much about it, and they're usually a lot bigger. You even catch sauger. I would, but I haven't. Um, yeah, I haven't yet. They're supposed to be. We live real close to a to locks and dams down here, and there's supposed to be a lot of sauger in that area. And there's also supposed to be a lot of what's it called? Oh, the hybrid bass. And I've watched people on the internet catch them, but I don't know. River fishing is a gamble, but I guess so is lake fishing. Um, but yeah, the sauger, I haven't caught any this season, but yeah, I would for sure. My husband will only eat salmon. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember the last time I had salmon. I don't remember if I liked it or not. Be willing to try it again. Go up there and fight the grizzlies for them. Okay, so I am going to. I've got another thing wrote down here about soap making, something that I've never done before, and I've been thinking about doing it, and not to sell or anything like that. Um, I am, like I said, your average hilljack redneck. So I wash like a cowboy. I take a bar of soap and I wash like that. No wash rag, just real quick and easy. I even wash my head with it because what's the point using shampoo when I've got mostly skin? And that's what I use. And I thought, what if I made me just a bunch of soap? Just made it myself out of, no essential oils. Maybe make it out of olive oil and lye and everything like that, or make it out of rabbit fat, bacon fat, something like that. What if I just made me a bunch of it and stored it up and made a video about it? And so that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm going to try it anyway. I've never done it before, so it'll be a learning process for me, and I can take you guys with me. But that way, I don't have to go to the dollar store and buy soap anymore. I'll have it here stored up, and as my supply dwindles, I'll just make more, because you can make it for pennies on the dollar once you buy all the stuff you need. And all the stuff you need can pretty much be bought at the dollar store, except for the stick blender, and that, you buy it once and you're done. So Wayne, did you talk to my hubby regards to soap, or is it a man thing? It must be a man thing. I don't know. To me, it takes too long to lather up a wash rag or a loofah. So I just take the bar of soap, and that's what I use, and I'm done in about 30 seconds. I can be washed. You're going to make your own lye. We are. No, I don't know how to do that. And I know lye can be pretty hazardous. Um, so if you're going to make a video about that, I can learn how to make my own lye and do it that way. Hint, hint. Don't use peanut oil for soap. We did an experiment one year and it was way too soft. Well, that's good to know. The only thing that I seen was they made it with olive oil. So I didn't know how well that would work. I guess there's so many different ways that you can make it with so many different things. I don't want nothing fancy. I don't want to smell all fancy. I just want to be clean. And so I just want a bar of soap that I can hoard up and keep in somewhere where I don't have to worry about running out. And then every so often make me a big batch and let it start curing. And that way, I think it has to cure, 4 to 6 weeks. So make me a big batch, and then a month later, make me another batch, and then have some curing. And then that way I'm always having a constant rotation where I don't have to go down to the store and buy me some soap. I've got it. And like I said, I don't use shampoo because I use it on my head too. It's all in one thing. And especially when I shave my head completely down, what's the point in using shampoo on my head? I love goat milk soap, especially if you have young children or someone in the family with allergies. I think I watched that on Big Family Homestead. They did goat milk soap, which was interesting. I don't have any way to get any goat's milk, though. I don't think I know anybody with some goat's milk. But I don't know. I'll figure out a way I'm going to do it. We are going to make a video. Good, Big Bear. So he's saying he doesn't mind if he stinks. Really? Not my problem. That's people around me. As long as I'm clean. One thing about that, if I did stink, I wouldn't have to worry about people bothering me. People wouldn't ask me for anything, no favors. They would actually probably pay me to stay away from them. It's a win-win, right? Arnie Hancock says homemade soap is better for you. It doesn't have the bad chemicals. I have heard that too. But what about the lye? I know that it forms a chemical reaction that makes it safe to use on your skin. Once the lye is incorporated into all the ingredients, is it then considered still a hazardous material? Basically, is it still bad for you? I don't know. I know you can make soap without lye, um, but really, to get the good soap, you're going to use lye. Is it still bad for you once it goes into all that stuff? So, is that considered a bad chemical once the process is over? I know it's corrosive and it's got really bad stuff in it because you need to wear, it can burn you, but you need to wear the proper protective equipment. But once the process is over, is it still good for you or is it still bad for you is what I mean. Big Bear says, no, it is okay. Well, that's good. And for us guys, we need the strong stuff, yes, especially in the summertime when you are technically overweight and you're constantly hot, constantly sweating, constantly move around, sweating when you're standing still because that's just our nature. And yes, you need the strong stuff. You need the stuff that really gets in there and does the job. Um, there is a lot of stuff that I really want to start making on my own. Soap is one of them. The fat guy sweat, it's always happening. Yeah. You know what? There's no sense in hiding it. I'm a big guy. I have a big belly and I have everything that goes along with it. The bad knees, bad back. I have lost some weight, but I'm still not there. So yes, I'm going to own it. I'm a big guy and I sweat a lot, and I'm sorry. That's just who I am. I'm a fat redneck from the hills of Southern Ohio, and I need some strong soap. And I'm going to make some. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I want to start making on my own. Just remember, Big Bear Homestead is a Marine. Them folks ain't normal. I'm not going to touch that one. We need to start a fat guy support group. Yeah, we do, but I'm not paying for the snacks. Just so you know, you might want to take up a collection. Yeah. So what I was saying is, there's a lot of stuff I want to start making on my own, not just soap. I want to start making my own kind of cleansers to clean, and not just for household cleansers. I want a good cleanser that I can spray out in the chicken house. Bleach is the all-around good antibacterial. It is sanitizer. It is a good chemical, but that's just it is a chemical, and I hate using bleach around my chicken house. I've said this before in my videos. There'll be guys, they'll put the chickens out for the day. They'll spray the chicken house down inside and out with bleach, spray it down, muck it out real good, and they'll clean it up. And it doesn't hurt the chickens, and that's fine, if that works for them. I just don't like doing it. I hate using bleach around my chickens. My chickens sit there and get the chick-ups and start sneezing when they're eating because they get the dust up in their nose and their beaks and stuff. So they're breathing all them bleach chemicals in, and even if you wash it out real good, there's still bleach residue. I just don't like it. So what I want to do is kind of make my practice with it. I've never done it before. I just want to make different things, a cleanser for my chicken house or a cleanser for my cabinets and stuff like that. Now on the side of my trailer, Yes, I said trailer. If on the side of my trailer, I use bleach. There's no harm because there's no animals close to it. I use bleach. It cuts right through the mildew. I've got 20 acres of land, of hillside, of sap and mold and mildew and everything just pushing up against my trailer. I spray bleach on it. I have tried vinegar. I've tried mean green. I've tried all kinds of different things. Bleach absolutely is the best thing for my mobile home. And so I will use bleach on my mobile home. When it comes to my animals, I just don't want to get bleach around them. I don't want to get any chemicals around them, and as less as possible. Now, some people, that's fine. That's if they're your chickens, that's great. But for me, I want to figure out something else. Maybe make a vinegar-based cleanser for chickens. I have thought about that. That's one of the things that I want to try because vinegar. Um, that's what a lot of people say is vinegar. I made lye soap that looked just like the kind of soap that floats, and it did indeed float. I will try to find the recipe and share it sometime. That'd be great. Yeah, I remember that as a kid, that Dove soap or that. I remember it floats. We always wanted to buy it just because it floated for some reason. I clean homes and use vinegar. Yeah, okay. I'm definitely going to try vinegar then. Has anyone ever ate a pig that was part pot belly and part wild pig? I don't know. I haven't, not that I'm aware of. I would try it though. I'd love to get a wild hog. Don't see it too many of them around here. They are around here though because a few years back, um, there's a guy that almost got killed by one. He got mauled, almost darn near killed him. The thing about pigs, they're open season around here. You can kill them anytime you want. I don't even think you need a hunting license. They want you to kill them, and so I will definitely take them up on that offer. Wayne, go on Google and type in laundry detergent and health and softeners too. You will want to make your own. They mess with your endocrine system, thyroid disruptor. See, I thyroid disruptor. It's the laundry detergents that is messing with my thyroid that's making me fat. Thank you, Arnie. I actually have an excuse now. I don't have to be afraid of eating fried food. Okay, so we're good now. Watch video Big Family Homestead has up on cleaners. I I watched. They had two parts, and I watched one part of their money saving stuff. I have not gone through their stuff yet. Um, every time I start watching one of their videos, something pulls me away. But I have to still get caught up on them. But yeah, I'm going to. They definitely have some good videos. Well, shampoo says it cuts the grease. Wonder why it doesn't melt the fat we carry. Couldn't get that lucky. Now let's see here. 44 viewers. Wow, that's a record. That is a record. Okay, so I don't really have anything else. I was only going to stay on about an hour, um, and I've been on about 45 minutes or so. So I'm going to open this up for questions. So if you guys have any questions, put them in all caps and shoot them to me, and I'll answer them the best I can. Yep, you can hunt pig anytime in Ohio. Yep, they want you. They want them not necessarily eradicated, but um, they do want the population thinned out. Um, and then things are mean, man. I'm telling you, they'll kill you just so they didn't have to look at you. And they won't even eat you. They'll just kill you, roll you around a little bit, and move on to the next one. Them wild pigs are mean. Yeah, so I also want to make sure that you guys understand a I'm not part of the Homestead Network. I kind of went rogue um, because I'm not gonna lie. I thought about it, but then I realized, I can't commit to a certain time every week because you never know what can come up, and I don't want to do that. So I never even brought it up, and nobody's brought it up to me. I just think this is fun. So I'm not part of the Homestead Network, but I do enjoy watching it. I do enjoy getting on there and seeing the live shows. And I it was before the Homestead Network. I didn't know anything about the Big Bear Homestead, and I wish I had because they got a lot of good stuff on there. They really do, and I didn't know about it until then. So it's bringing me to channels that I like to watch and that I like to see, and of course on those live chats I like seeing Big Bear get all discombobulated. So that's always fun. Yeah, I remember when Big Family Homestead started their live shows before all of the networking stuff came about, and I had watched another guy on YouTube that used to do live shows all the time. Didn't have anything to do with homesteading or farming. He was a cigar enthusiast, and I would watch his shows a lot. And then Big Family Homestead started doing theirs, and I thought that was excellent. And then we started getting all these other people doing it, and it really blew up. So blushing, thanks, man. You know what? I'm sorry because I owe you an apology. There's nothing more embarrassing than when a fat guy blushes. We're already naturally red, from all the heat and the moving around and stuff. So I'm just kidding. I guess I will have to do that too. I talked to Brad about my channel. Guess it was not big enough for him. I don't know. I don't think Brad cares too much about that. I think I'd say I don't know. Grandpa's farm is going to be on tomorrow, I believe, after Big Family Homestead's Tech Talk. And Grandpa's farm's still relatively small. He's still growing. So I don't know. And don't forget Out of Breath. It's funny. Oh, sometimes when I'm getting ready for work in the morning, I got to put on my boots, my steel-toed boots. So you got to bend over and you got to lace them all up because I wear the high ankle tops because I don't want to twist my ankle. And then I raise up after I'm tying my boots and I'm out of breath. It's like, oh Lord, this is going to be a day. I'm already out of breath and I haven't even got up yet. I can see having a couple of days of free-floating channels on the Homestead Network. Yeah, I think eventually, though, the Homestead Network is going to be filled up. I'd say eventually the whole week's going to be filled up. Got Grandpa up and running today. I seen a very small part of his live test, and it was buffering really bad on my end, but I heard somebody talking to him in the background. He was on twice tonight. Oh, I didn't know that. I just seen him the one time. I think it's thundering or somebody's radio system. Yes, a lot of really good people helped Grandpa out. Kara was rocking it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not an expert at it, but I would have helped him. Um, so, you guys have any questions for me before I sign off for the night? This has been pretty interesting, pretty fun. I've actually got more people on here because I actually gave people more notice. So instead of a 15-minute notice like last time. But yeah, I'm really excited about where my channel is going. I'm really excited about how fast it's growing and about all the different things that I'm learning. You know, like I say always in my videos, always, the way I do things is not the right way to do things. This is the way that I do things. It's not right or wrong. It works for me. And, you know, what is country living basically? A countryman's life consists of food, family, and faith. And that's what I want to take along with me. You know, it's um, a countryman is a jack of all trades and a master of none, because we may not be the smartest people in the world, but we have to know how to do just about everything in order to keep our household going, because we can't run to the store and we can't buy things all the time. We just can't do it. So we have to invent ways to keep our equipment going, keep our homes going, keep our chickens fed, keep our garden going. And so I'll give you an instance before I go. My lawnmower bracket that holds the deck onto the lawnmower pulled out. The deck rusted and pulled out. I don't have money for a new deck, and I can't weld, and I don't have a welder. So what I did was I had an old saw, hand saw, that had broke, the handle had broke. So I took that old saw, because I know that steel is really hard, and I drilled holes in it, which took forever, but I was able to make my own makeshift hand saw washer, and it worked, and it braced it up better. So that one part's rusted, but I was still able to use my lawnmower. So that's jack of all trades, master of none. It is not the right way. If you need to go out and buy good washers, good nuts, good bolts, and I just didn't have that. I couldn't do it at the time. So I went and makeshifted something, and you know what? I'm still cutting grass with it. And that was back in May. So yeah, so that's it. If there's no more questions, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. And I don't know when I'll do another one, but whenever I do, I'll let you guys know. Um, I need to hear this one. My deck is broken. I can't get a new one. 1989. Yeah, I don't know what year mine is, but I know that I can get a new one, but I can't afford a new one. See, so I mean, they make them out there, and they've got them out there, and there's people that's got lawnmower junkyards, but I can't afford it. I mean, Lord, nowadays you go to a junkyard, people want to put their kids through college with one sale. I remember back when I was a kid, me and Grandpa would go to a junkyard, and you could get all kinds of parts for everything for under $10 or $20. So it's just inflation. So yeah. So anyway, that is my live stream for today. I'm going to be perfecting a little bit more. I'm going to have different topics to talk about. I don't know if I like one single topic for each live stream, but having several topics to talk about, and then have you guys asking me questions. Um, you know, propane. I know propane. So if you guys have any propane questions for the next time, we will definitely go through that. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that it was at least halfway as interesting as Big Bear's live stream. So, all right. I'll talk to you guys later.